is Adora Svitak. You may be wondering why a 12-year-old of all the qualified people in the world is talking to you. Well, I'm actually more than a TED speaker wannabe. I'm a student and a teacher. If you're wondering how a 12-year-old started teaching, you have to go back a few years. At the age of 7, I published my first book, Flying Fingers. Since then, it's been translated into quite a few different languages, and since then, I've been writing, teaching, and speaking on subjects like literacy and learning with technology. Now, I've taught over 350 schools and classrooms. But of course, I'm not here to talk about myself, much as I would love that, but rather about an idea worth spreading. As a kid, I feel a lot of empathy for my peers, because the fact is, today's students are disenfranchised. We can't vote, we can't drive, we can't drink, and that was not so important. But the one thing students should have control in, learning. So my idea is this: we need to give students a platform, a stage, ultimately a voice, so that they can reach their learning potential. How do we do that? We use technology to turn learners into teachers. It's an idea that has given me a voice to speak for my peers. When students get to take the reins, they too can reach their learning potential and have a platform using the tech tools they already know well to share their abilities and talents. Because teaching enhances learning, much like a few well-placed sprinkles on an ice cream cone might. As a case in point, I consider myself a fairly good learner. But as my parents will probably tell you, I didn't just pop out of the cradle wanting to learn. I became a better learner through teaching. Teaching the things I know well, like writing, reading, and social studies, makes me a motivated learner and a curious learner. If not for myself, then for my students. When I have the goal of not just my own understanding, but another group's understanding in mind, I learn more purposefully. Which is why I think that to best learn is to teach, and why it's important to make learning a two-way street. But learners becoming teachers isn't just something I want happening in K-12 classrooms, it applies to the adult world too. Because we are all teachers and learners, young and old. After all, haven't you had that experience where you explain a process to a coworker or a friend, and then not only felt like a benevolent angel, but also understood that process more deeply? When we're forced to explain things we know in our head, to put something we know into words, it makes us think about it on a whole new level. Because simply learning is so two-dimensional. Add another dimension and open up a whole new world of learning. Thank you.